Welcome to Aspire to Inspire podcast. Today, I'm trying to have Sue as a successful entrepreneur who has made a lot of hundred thousands and who bring a unique perspective in South Africa and cultural. Uh, I'm happy to dive into her story, insight, and experience on how did she made it. Welcome, ma'am. Thank you so much. I
Thank you very
appreciate.
much,
I
Mpiwe.
appreciate, ma'am.
Lovely to be on
Thank,
your show.
thank you. I appreciate. The first question that I wanted to dive into is, can you please, ma'am, just give a little brief of background about yourself to the viewers?
So, my name is Sue,
Okay.
and I'm 68 years old,
Wow.
and
But you look young.
I've been together with my husband. We've had our own business
All right.
for 25 years.
For 25
Yeah.
years. Wow, it's a lot.
Yeah. So we're in the venting industry, and we do safety and compliance and security management for events,
Oh, okay.
music events, sporting events.
Music events. Oh,
We both come from a corporate background. We both worked in the industry where there was eventing and security. And then 25 years ago, we decided we're not going to work for corporate anymore.
okay.
We want to start our own. We want to be the master of our own destiny.
Oh,
And then we started the business
stand.
with very little, with very, very little.
So, like, did your business, like, by the time you were starting your business, did it just go bum?
No,
Oh,
no, no, no. It's hard work, and it is. You don't know where the next meal is going to come from. We had corporate salaries, both of us. We've had 2 children, and then all of a sudden, we had nothing.
oh,
And we started with our first little contract that wasn't even enough to
okay.
cover one of our salaries. And so then we had one car. We each had a company car. Now we had one little car, and we still had to take our children to school and do everything with one
With
car.
one car.
Yeah. So it was hard. It was very hard in the beginning.
Oh, so did you come from a family with money?
No, not at all.
Okay.
No, not at all. My parents were quite elderly. My father was already in his 50s when I was born,
Okay.
and I have 3 siblings, 2 brothers and a sister. My sister is 17 years older than me,
Oh,
and my brother was
old.
20 years older than me, and my youngest brother was 10 years older than me. So I was like what you call a laat lammetjie.
Oh, so okay.
Yeah. And so and my dad was a factory worker. He worked for Lever Brothers in the like in the boiler rooms and stuff. So he was by profession, he was a borehole excavator. So he worked around the farming communities looking for water with for the boreholes.
Okay.
Yeah, finding water for
yes.
the farmers and that's what he did. And my mom worked in she was a sales lady in a clothing shop when I was growing up.
All right.
So and then so I was always like on my own, really. Like I remember my dad retired. He worked for a little bit for my brother, but he had a little car. And when he could no longer drive, he was already then in his 80s, he gave me the car. And then I had this little Fiat 850 Fiat, and I used to drive it to the station.
Okay.
And then I got on a train and went to work in my first job, which was with a travel agency in the heart of Johannesburg. And I mean, I think those days, my first job, I think I got like 450 Rand a month.
Whoa. Your first job, 450. Yo, that's so small.
Yeah, and I used to put my money in little envelopes. So much for petrol, so much for train fare, so much for going out because I was a young girl. I was 18 years old. I wanted to go out.
From that small salary.
Yes.
Oh.
But those days, if you went to a club,
Okay.
girls got in free if you came before 9 o'clock.
Oh.
So we used to be a friends group, and then we go to the clubs, and then hopefully the guys buy us drinks, and we have a great time, and then we go.
And then you go. So, do you have like a education background?
I did my matric,
Okay.
and then afterwards, when I started working, I remember one day saying to my sister and my brother-in-law, we were driving, and I saw this girl come past in this like MG Spider, little sports car, red sports car, and the hood was down and her hair was flowing and she looked so fabulous. And I said, what do you think do you think that girl works? They said, yeah. I said, what do you think, what kind of work does she do you think? They said, oh yeah, no, she's working in advertising and promotions and that. I said, that's who I want to be.
Oh,
And
in
then I went and
advertising.
studied marketing, marketing.
Marketing.
And then I went into promotions. Yes.
Oh, that's
I
nice, man.
started as a rep, and then I went and I studied marketing, and that's how I met my husband in a marketing course.
Was also doing
Diploma,
marketing too.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, he was in the army for quite a long time, and then he was then he was a sales representative
okay.
at a lighting company, and then he went on this course, and I went on my course, and that's where we met.
Okay. But now you are in the high achievement on the top level now.
Well, that's why we'd like to think about that, because
Okay.
you know, like we've worked hard and we have a successful company. We managed to get through COVID. And remember, in COVID, there were no events.
I remember.
Nobody could fly anywhere. Nobody could do anything. There was no soccer. There was no rugby. There was no music concerts, nothing. So that was hard for us.
That was hard.
And we had a big staff that we had to look after. So in the end, we had to retrench everybody because we didn't know when the government was going to lift the ban on anything, did we?
No,
you must have been too young then to even remember that.
you really suffered a lot.
Yeah.
COVID-19, yeah. COVID just stopped businesses, like, it was a lot, man.
Yeah.
Because everybody was allowed to be indoors, not to be outside, not to go to work because of the distance that we have to keep. So, ma'am, what is one myth about your industry you would like to bust?
What is the one?
Yes.
What is a myth?
Yes, ma'am.
In my industry that we would like to bust?
Yes, ma'am.
Or I would like to bust?
Yes.
Probably the one thing is when you tell people you're in the eventing business,
okay, ma'am,
they perceive it to be fabulous industry to be in, right?
Yeah,
because you
true.
meet all these artists, you meet all these sports people, and how fabulous
famous
it is.
people, yes.
But you in the background making that work and making it the best possible event for the public, the viewers, the spectators, that's not glamorous. It's not glamorous.
All right. So the third question, what is the best advice you've ever received and who gave it to you?